Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful leaf pattern along your shoulders for your top and how to work increases for the shoulders at the same time. So as you can see here, there is a central stitch and we're going to work our increases in every second row. And to start, we would need to first to identify the central stitch for each shoulder. So for the purpose of this video here, I have it here. One second. Like that. Okay. And the leaf pattern starts with first 5 stitches, which I separated with the pattern markers. Let's call them like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And since here are the purl stitches, so we're gonna kind of maintain the same idea. So here's how you do it. So I'm done with my trim for the neckline. I'm going to just continue knitting using the knit stitches. I slipped the first pattern marker, and then very first stitch will be a purl stitch. So as you can see that a leaf is in between the purl stitches. There are 2 purl stitches on each side. Okay, and we're going to be working increases by adding yarn overs, and then when we reach here we're gonna start decreasing to close the leaf. So first 2 stitches are 2 purl stitches, then I make a yarn over, a knit stitch, a yarn over, and 2 purl stitches. Next are my shoulder markers here, so I'm going to work my increases for the shoulder. So you need to pick up this strand between the stitches from the row below, put it on your left needle and knit it through the front like that. Twist it and knit it. That's your right linen increase. Then you slip the marker and you knit your central shoulder stitch, slip another marker, and now we need to create a left linen increase. So we pick up the strand from the row below between these 2 stitches, put it on the right needle, and now we knit it through the back like that. That's our left linen increase. And again, so here's our second leaf. We do 2 purl stitches, a yarn over, knit stitch, a yarn over, and 2 purl stitches, and we slip the marker. So for the second row and all even rows, we're going to simply follow the pattern without working any increases for our leaves and without making any increases for the shoulder. Here I work in turn rows, but I'm just skipping it like that, so just to imitate the work in the round, so it's going to be the exact same thing when you work in the round. Okay, so I had here, and it's 2 purl stitches, so I'm going to continue to knit purl stitches, and then the yarn over is going to be a knit stitch and another knit stitch, another knit stitch, and 2 purl stitches. And here was our increase for the shoulder, and we're going to simply knit it as a knit stitch. Then is our central knit stitch, another increase for the shoulder is also a knit stitch, and then 2 purl stitches, yarn over is a knit stitch, another knit stitch, and another knit stitch, and 2 purl stitches. That was our second row. Third row, and you can see that our leaf grew a little bit bigger. Here it is. If it's too confusing for you, and if you are afraid that you're going to miscalculate and knit the purl stitches as you work the leaf pattern, you can place another set of markers here and here to separate the leaves from the increases around the shoulder. So in this row we work increases for the leaf, so 2 I need to add the marker back, 2 purl stitches, then we need a yarn over, and here is our central stitch around which there are yarn overs. Make a yarn over, then we need this stitch, another yarn over, and we need the stitch that was above the yarn over from the row below, and we purl these 2 stitches. And here was our first increase for the shoulder, and we're going to make another increase, picking up the strand from the row below, grabbing it by the front and knitting it like that, central stitch, slip the marker, another increase, and here's where the leaf starts, 2 purl stitches, knit 1, now you need to make a yarn over, knit the central stitch, yarn over, knit another one, and then 2 purl stitches. Just to show you, here's where we are right now. We are here. Okay. Fourth row is an even row, so we're not working any increases. We simply knit all knit stitches and purl all purl stitches. our central shoulder stitch, slip the marker and continue like that. In the round until you get to this point. Fifth row, slip the marker, 2 purl stitches. Again, we work increases as yarn overs. Okay, knit 2, and then you can clearly see this central stitch. Then yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 2, and 2 purl stitches, knit 1, 2, and our next increase we just repeated the exact same way. Right linen increase, then central shoulder stitch, slip the marker, and the left linen increase. And repeat the same steps for the second leaf. So I'm not going to demonstrate you the 6th row, as you simply follow the pattern as for all even rows. So the 7th row is 2 purl stitches, 1, 2, 3 knit stitches, yarn over, knit stitch, yarn over, 3 knit stitches, 2 purl stitches, and then 1, 2, 3, make an increase, right linen increase, slip the marker, knit 1, slip another marker, left linen increase, knit 3, purl 2, knit 1, 2, 3, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 3, purl 2. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, from this point, after we knit the 8th row, on the 9th row we will start decreasing the stitches to close the leaf. Okay, so in this row we are going to start decreasing the stitches. So purl 2. Now we need to create a left linen decrease, so you simply purl, knit 2 together. Then here you don't need to add any yarn overs anymore because we already have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, knit 5, and now we need to create a right linen in decrease. So we knit 1, and then we slip this stitch on the one that we just knit. You can do it this way, or if your stitches turn like that, you simply need to turn it the other way, return it on the left needle and knit it as one. Just make sure that they're not twisted and they form a nice, you know, pattern. Then you purl 2, and here we have 4 stitches, but we need 5 to start the second leaf, and we need 1 more to separate the purl stitches, because we are not going to finish the first leaf. So you can see that here's our first leaf, and when the second leaf started, there is a knit stitch between these purl stitches. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So we basically need 2 more to start the second leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make an increase, central stitch, make another increase, knit 4, purl 2, and here we work our decrease. So here is simple, the stitches are already turned the way that I need them to just grab them 2 together and knit as 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knit stitches, and here I need to turn them. If when you work in the round, because I work in turn rows, but in the round your stitch is going to be positioned slightly different, so you can simply see that if you need to turn them, you turn them like that so they look that direction. So grab them 2 together and knit as 1. So the next row you simply continue to work in the round, get to here and follow the pattern. So you don't work any increases or decreases, you just do purl 2, then the rest are knit stitches, purl another 2, and the rest are knit stitches here, and then follow the pattern until you arrive again at here, at this point where we're gonna start working our second row of decreases. Okay, so we purl 2, and here we need to create a left linear decrease, so we grab them 2 stitches and knit as 1. Okay, so again, if your stitches are this way because you work in the round, you can simply turn them like that and knit them together, and then 1, 2, 3 knit stitches, and now in my case I'm turning the stitches together, turn them and knit them like that, and 2 purl stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I need 1 more to start my leaf, second leaf. Again, our right linear increase, shoulder stitch. Oh, gonna place back this marker, and then left linear increase, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, purl 2, knit 2 together, 1, 2, 3, knit these 2 together, purl 2, and we will meet on our next uneven row to continue to work the creases for the leaves. Slip the marker, purl 2, knit 2 together, knit 1, then knit 2 together. You can see already that we are very close to just close this to 3 stitches and to start a new leaf. So purl 2. Now we have here 1 2 3 4 5 6, and I'm going to borrow this marker from here. If you have more markers, you can just leave that here and add another one here, just to make sure that you're not, you know, gonna mixed up in the purl stitches, and it's easy to follow the directions of the markers. So you place a marker, a new marker here right after the, so you do purl 2, then you knit 1, and here we are going to start a new leaf by purling 2, making a yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, purl 2, and right after we are going to work our shoulder increase like that. And here is the same thing. We work our shoulder increase. Here we need to purl 2, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, purl 2, and I'm going to take this marker to mark the beginning, the end of my second leaf here. Okay, we need this stitch, and we continue with the second leaf. Purl 2, knit 2 as 1, knit 1, then I'm going to turn my stitches here and knit them as 1, purl 2. The next round we continue to knit without any increases or decreases or yarn overs. So here you had yarn overs, so you're going to simply knit them as knit stitches, and the purl stitches you're going to knit as purl stitches, okay, because you work in the round. So here, as you can see, I have 3 stitches left to finish my leaf here. So we are at this point here. Okay, we need to get here to here. That means that we are going to knit 3 together. We still continue with our purl stitches around the leaf, each leaf. So here's how we are going to do it. You slip the first stitch onto your right needle as if to knit. You get in with the right needle through the back, picking up second stitch and then the first one, and put the stitches back on the right needle. Then you put them back on the left one, and then you return the first stitch onto the left needle. So you have 3 again on your left needle, except that they are in a way that we can knit them 3 as 1, and the center stitch will be on top and the other ones will be under. See? And we purl 2. we need this one. And our second leaf starts here, so we continue to purl these 2 stitches. Knit 1. Here's our central stitch for the second leaf, so we're going to make a yarn over, then central stitch, knit it, then yarn over, and then another knit stitch and 2 purl stitches. And here we already did 1 increase, so it's a knit stitch, and we continue to work increases in the same manner around the shoulder. Slip the marker, knit stitch, slip a second marker, work a left lining increase, knit 1, then purl 2, yarn over was underneath, so it's a knit stitch here, then a yarn over, new one, central leaf stitch. After that we make a yarn over, knit stitch, 2 purl stitches, slip the marker, knit stitch, continue purling here, 2 purl stitches, and again we need to knit 3 together, so we slip the first stitch as if to knit onto the right needle. We get, I'll just make some room here, so 1 2, we get with our right needle through the second and into the first stitch, and turn it like that, and return it to the left needle, and return the first stitch to the left needle. So make sure that you do not return it as like that, otherwise it's going to be twisted. So turn it in a way that it's gonna look towards the left needle. And now knit them 3 together, and 2 purl stitches. Next row will be the exact same way as the rows, all even rows, so no increases, just knit purl stitches as purl stitches and knit stitches as the knit stitches. Next row we are going to knit as follows. So here's where was my marker, okay, here before this purl stitch. I'm going to knit the first purl stitch and then purl the central leaf stitch and these 2 stitches. 1 2 3, and then this purl stitch I'm going to knit. So we are gradually decreasing the purl stitches to continue with the knit stitches, just like here. See, there were 2 purl stitches, and then there is 1, 3 purl stitches, and after that we continue with the knit stitches for the rest of the body of the sweater, of the top. Okay, knit stitch, slip the marker. So this is our second leaf, so we purl these 2 purl stitches, knit 2, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 2, purl 2, then knit 2, make a right lining increase, slip the marker, knit 1, slip another marker, left lining increase, knit 2, purl 2, knit 1, 2, make a yarn over, knit 1, another yarn over, knit 2, purl 2, slip the marker, knit 1, knit another one, then these 3 we're going to purl 1, 2, 3, and then knit the rest of the stitches. So the purl stitch here will be a knit stitch here. Okay, next row you're going to follow the pattern and knit all the knit stitches and purl all the purl stitches. So in this row we are going to finalize our first leaf and simply going to knit as knit stitches the purl stitches that were here. We knit these 3 stitches and we finished the first leaf, and we continue to work the second leaf by increasing. So we would need another increase here, and then we are going to start decreasing to close the leaf. So 1, 2, 3, the exact same way as we worked here. Yarn over, central stitch, yarn over, 1, 2, 3 knit stitches, 2 purl stitches, and again to start a new leaf, the third one, we would need to have 6 stitches on this side. So for now we only have 3. We need 3 more. Yarn over, knit stitch, yarn over, knit 3, purl 2, a little yarn knot here. So I no longer need this marker because I'm going to actually, yes, I do need this marker because it's just isolating my second leaf. So I slip this marker and I simply continue to knit all the stitches until I return to this point. And that's going to be our even row where we're not going to work any increases. So we're going to do purl stitches as purl stitches and knit stitches as knit stitches. So you continue like that, and then on the row after that you're gonna start decreasing the stitches here for the second leaf, and you continue like that, just exactly the same way as we worked the first leaf, the second one, and the third one. As you can see, I'm about to finish my second leaf, and I've got 6 stitches here to start my third leaf. And I'm gonna take the marker and to isolate that leaf from the rest of the stitches. So I knit 1 after the purl stitches, place the marker, And here let's do it again. So we purl 2, knit one, make a yarn over, knit 1, another yarn over, purl 2, make a right linen increase, left linen increase, and here we start by purling 2 stitches, then the yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, purl 2, and here we need to separate that leaf from the rest of our top, and we place a marker here. And I continue to work by working decreases for my second leaf. And 2 purl stitches. And then on our next rows we're going to knit this 3 as 1, and after that we're simply going to continue to work on the last leaf the exact same way as we did for the first and the second one. And once it's done, we are going to separate, reach the amount of stitches that we need for the front and back, and then separate the front and back and knit, continue to knit them in turn rows until we get to this point where we are going to join all the stitches together and continue to work in the round. Thanks for watching.